Welcome. You have reached the Ozark Season 1 review recap. Now, this is not a late to the party review. I've been watched this Ozark season when it first came out before, but I wasn't doing reviews at the time, so I never reviewed it. Now season 2 is about to come up, so this video is pretty much season 1 summed up in a nutshell, so I could get ready, prepared to start reviewing season 2. So Ozark is a series that came out on Netflix. That's a pretty good, out of the blue series that came out. I was seeing the previews. I kept seeing the previews, and I wasn't giving it a shot. And then one day, one of the previews just intrigued me about money. So I said, let me just give it a shot. And then right from the gate, it draws you in like the first episode to intrigue you to keep watching. So it's starring actor Jason Bateman. His character's named Marty Bird, and he's also the executive producer on the show as well. So it stars him. If you're not familiar with Jason Bateman, he plays in a lot of funny movies. He got the same character in all his movies. The same character in all his movies, but it works for him. So he got quirky funniness to him, and it works for him or whatever. So to see him in this was a hit. So it stars Jason Bateman. His character is Marty Bird, and another familiar actress that's inside of that plays his wife, Laura Linney, and her character is Winnie Bird. All the rest of the people in there, I mean, it's a few spots in there somebody you might recognize here and there, but other than that, pretty much new actors and actresses. And so what's taking place is Marty Bird's living this simple life. Goes to work, has 2 kids and a wife in the house, and same thing every day. You start to learn. You see the show comes on showing Marty's future, then goes to the past or whatever. So it showed Marty with I think it was like a case of money. So it leads you to think, well, how did he get to that point where he has this big thing full of money? Like it's a barrel full of money. So how did he get to that point? And then it jumps back to his past where it shows he's living a simple life. So he's living a simple life. He works for a firm where they manage money and they help people take their money and do good investments and stuff like that. Now, he started his own company with his friends, and their business is okay. Now, Marty's very frugal. He doesn't overspend on anything. He watch every little dime. He live a regular life. He doesn't buy nothing out of the norm. And to his family they're thinking, they're just making it. They're living an okay life. They don't know anything. They just know he just goes to work and that's it, and provides for the family. Now, what happens is he gets called to the office one night. And when he gets called to the office, he finds out that one of their clients is there with his goons, and the client has everybody at gunpoint. So he don't know anything. The dude's saying, "Hey man, I found out somebody skimming off the top. Somebody skimming money. I want my money." And Marty, like, "Man, I don't know what you're talking about, man." You know what I'm saying? Now his business partners, they're playing dumb too. So to show that he wasn't playing, the client had one of his goons kill one of the people, let him know, "Yo, we not playing." So now they gonna kill everybody. So his boy, which was Marty's partner, was willing to have him killed, and he know nothing about the whole situation. So one thing Marty was good at, he was honest, and he was good at what he could do. So the client that he's working with is really a drug cartel, and they were able to legitimately wash his money. So when it came time to Marty getting killed, he's thinking about his family, and on top of him thinking about his family, he tells the cartel boss, "Listen, I can get you your money back, and I already got this plan mapped out on a new area that we could target to wash your money, and just give me the chance to get the money to you to pay you back." So that's happened with that. So the cartel thinks about it. I say, "All right, I'm gonna give you 24 hours to get my money." So that was real. It was 24 to 48 hours, either way. So now you thinking at this time you watching this, what the hell? This dude living his regular life, he don't know nothing. How the hell he gonna get that money? What's going to happen now? Now his wife has been stepping out on him, and she has been having an affair. His wife Wendy, and I think he had a private investigator follower and found out who she was having sex with. So who she was having sex with. So he found out who the address of the guy was that she was having sex with, and he left. What did he do? He put a camera in the house, and when he was off at work, the dude would come over and have sex with her in their room, and then he recorded her. And which was crazy is they lost the fire between the two, the marriage got stale, and he actually had relations with himself watching his wife have an affair on camera. So that was like a little weird part that they threw in there. So he knew that she was having an affair, and so keep in mind the drug cartel do pretty much told him, "You got 24 to 40 hours." So Marty goes to the bank, and this is where the stuff gets real. He goes to the bank, tells the bank, "Yo, I need to withdraw my money out the bank." And they like, "How much?" He said $7 million. So now you automatically like, what the? This dude got $7 million? They live in that type of house? They drive that type of car? And he nitpicking on every little dime. Like, what are you saving the money for, Marty? Like, what's your call? Guess he was saving it for this moment. So nevertheless, the bank is telling him, listen, you can't withdraw that type of money. Like, that's against federal regulations, blah, 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 blah. He pretty much but he was smart. He knew the rules, pretty much told them in a nutshell without getting all technical. Hey, listen, that's my money. You need to call the Federal Reserve, which holds all the money, all the cash money in there. You need to call them, tell them you need to make an emergency withdrawal. I need to withdraw all of my money out. Now, it's my right to do so. Now, what happens with that is it sends a flag off to the FBI and all these people because they saying, yo, why are you? So they come talking to him like, yo, you took all this money out. Are you okay? Like, is somebody forcing you to take this money out? He like, no, I'm just, it's my money. I have the right to take it out. And so they like, well, you gonna walk out of here with $7 million in cash. Like, they don't feel comfortable. Like anything can happen to you. So he, this drug cartel, I think they tracked his wife or followed his wife or something like that. But somehow they caught up with her, and she was with the person she was having an affair with. So when he called them, the drug cartel pretty much telling them like, yo, I got your dough or whatever. They're at the apartment of the guy she having the affair with. So the drug cartel dude is pretty much telling like, look, man, we can handle this for you. Like, she having an affair on you, you know what I mean? Whoop de whoop, like we get rid of her, like ain't nothing. We get rid of her right now. And so when you're viewing this, depending on the type of person you is, you're looking at it like, oh man, yeah, Marty, forget her. Yeah, that was your wife, but she having an affair on you. You trying, provide a good life for the family, and regardless of it's till death do you part. Y'all supposed to hang in there, but nevertheless, he tells the drug cartel, don't touch her. And when he pulls up to where because he was on his way to confront the dude, he pulls up and the dude somebody threw him from the roof of the dude that was having an affair. One of the goons got thrown him off the roof. He splattered in the middle of the street. So when Marty showed up with the Mexican cartel with the money, now the Mexican cartel said, okay, well, you got that money for me. Keep it. Now I want you to, since you said you could do what you could do, I want you to wash that money and then get it back to me clean. So I can see that you know what you're doing and what you're doing is true. And now he's sitting there like, you I could have just wrote you a check for whatever or whatever. But he's saying, I kept you alive so we can do this business that you said you could do. So go to wherever you said you could go and go to wherever you said you could go and whatchamacallit. So in comes Ozark. Now Ozark is Ozark, Missouri. So that's where the name Ozark comes from. So abruptly he comes home, tells the family, we gotta leave today. Not tomorrow, today. We'll find a way to get the house put up for sale. We need to go. Us as a unit, the whole family got ill. So everybody upset. Like, I'm not trying to leave. The kids is upset. And the mom is, upset. But the mom finds out. He tells the mom what he's into. And what's, like he got this type of money. She didn't know. And, he tells her, and he like, yo, pretty much, yo, you and the kids gonna be dead if we don't follow through with this. So she's upset, but she gotta follow suit or whatever. So they leave and go off to Ozark and arrive in Ozark, and somehow they stay in the motels, or they didn't really have anywhere to go, so they found they're living off of cash. Now keep in mind they got 5 to 7 million in cash in the car. Only person knows about it is the wife and him. The kids don't know about it, and this is how they're moving. So they stayed in a motel or whatever, but somehow I forgot how they found this old dude that allows them to rent the upstairs home while he stays in the basement or something like that. Somehow they managed to do that. And now the whole series starts just from me telling you that much, and it's a whole bunch of change of events on how he builds his network up in this small little town to wash the money or whatever. So basically what he's doing, and now the feds is on to him because he took that money out. He left abruptly. So now they looking for him. Where is he at? They on to him. So they come in snooping around and stuff like that. So you got an old town, that struggling town, that they rely on certain big events in the town to bring money in. And so he's pretty much going to local business or businesses that's not doing too well, pretty much telling them, listen, I'm going to throw you what you need to get this business up and running and start making good money. They might come back and say, well, man, I need repairs for this, I need repairs for that, I need this, I need that. And so in the process of doing that, he tells them, but once we get this up and running, I'm going to own partial your business or whatever, and I'm going to control all the numbers and stuff like that. So some people skeptical, but some people need that money. So he's like, yeah, but I'm going to pay you in cash. So this is how he's going to get things moving. So to get this, the money laundering, to get the money to get washed. So he buys up a bunch of businesses. Now back to the barrel part. Ozark has a lot of like lake area. So he bought like a little like a pier or a dock or whatever, where the pier or the dock he's storing money there. Somebody found out he had the money. They came and took the money. And now he had to find out who took the money. And so it was this girl that's with this family that she's kind of like, the family's kind of poor, but she kind of got a good heart in a sense. And he kind of looked into her, like he kind of confided in her, like he could see her potential, but she just was always stirred the wrong way. But her family, like the dad is like a drunk, and I think the uncle too. The uncle's a drunk or whatever, and the two kids, one of the kids is a good guy, but just a whole dysfunctional family. But they're the ones who took the money, and now he's after them to get the money back. He meaning Marty. So it's a little few events with that. Eventually, they get the money. They buy more businesses. That girl that I was just speaking of, she becomes a partner with Marty, because the girl, her name is Ruth on the show. Her name was Ruth. Her character name is Ruth. So he kind of confided in her and um, take her on as a business partner. And she worked at like I think like a stripper bar. So he took that business over. He took over a business for like a funeral home. So he took about a bunch of different businesses. So eventually, what happens is the cartel. He's sending money back. The cartel sends one of his goons to like monitor the situation here and there, and um his goon gets killed in the process. The FBI is on to him, and one of the FBI agents, uh, he gets deep involved in. He gets deep involved. He get all messed up in the situation. So their case is kind of messed up. Then it's a group out there, so they sell pot, and they come on the lake. This guy has a church, and the church is on the lake. Crazy. Everybody pull their boats up on the lake, and the guy gives his sermon to the people. Now, in the process of giving his sermon, the guys who sell the weed, they come out and give Bibles, but it's really weed in the Bible, so it's crazy. Nevertheless, this dude, he owns mad land. He's pushing out mad weed, so he from down south. He like, I ain't having none of that, man. Whatever you trying to do, I'm not with that. So he kind of becomes a problem for Marty. And when he becomes a problem for Marty's Mexican boss comes down. And he pretty much like, yo, I sent my goon here. He never touched base me. Where my goon at? So pretty much the end of season 1 of Ozark ended with the guy that was pushing weed down there. He killed the Mexican boss. And Marty and them was like, oh shit, you just killed the Mexican boss. Like, wow. He like, well, you know, he like, oh, we ready for whatever. And he basically telling Marty, I'm going to be your new partner. Now, rewind back. Like I said, I skipped over a whole bunch because that would be going. I'm not doing episode to episode to tell you detail to detail. I'm just summing it all up in a nutshell. One key part that I did leave out that I want to bring back in is that they eventually had to tell the kids what's going on. So the kids, I think the son is like the sister's probably like between the ages of 14, 16. The son is between the ages of 10 and 13. So I'm somewhere in that range. And they eventually had to tell them why they had to leave and what they was into because they had so much money and they need to stash the money, and so they need more help. So you can't just get some random. They had to go to the kids and tell them what's up. And the kids thinking like, well, damn, we've been living like this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could have been living like, you know, whatever. So nevertheless, they stashed the money all through the house, be in the walls and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which is not good because if the house ever caught on fire, your money's going and you out of luck. So meanwhile, the son, the younger son, his name is Jonah, and he is getting into a lot of stuff. So he's preparing for war. So he's been taking guns and stashing the guns in the woods, and he's been doing a lot of stuff like preparing for war and stuff like that. So it's a little event that happens with, you know, him taking the guns and stuff like that. Then and then it's the old dude that I said that they took the house over. He acts like he's old and senile a little, but he's really paying attention because he was paying attention to the little boy while Marty and the mom is doing all these things. They're not really paying attention to the kids. The old dude has been watching the little boy take the guns and hide them in the woods and stuff like that. So, you know, it's intriguing, a lot of different events. The daughter, her name's Charlotte, and she's just a rebellious teen. She not really feeling whatever. And they had this one moment where the dock was dysfunction. Like the dock pier had like this button thing that was needed to get fixed, and I forgot what it do, but it's a electric circuit that went bad. That electric circuit that went bad. That's on the pier. That's not good around water. So, one of the FBI agents get killed on the pier, and the daughter goes out and swim, and electric current like kind of zapped her while she was in the water. So you think she's dead. For a brief moment, she was like paused, but then all of a sudden she popped back up in the water. So that was weird. So nevertheless, Ozark was out of the blue, good series to watch. I'm ready for season 2 to see how they whatchamacallit. If you get the opportunity, binge it on Netflix and enjoy it so you get up to speed. I'm going to start the review for season 2 when that comes out. So I just wanted to do this review, recap, put it all in one nutshell. Ozark season 1. Tune in, share, like, subscribe to the channel. Tune in for season 2 review. Till next time.